Okay, it's working. Almost didn't work. Hey everyone, it's little Mandy. Came here for nice, good tips. Yes, I saw good tips that are probably like 5. It'll take me probably a few minutes in the video. This will be 5 tips on topic. Today, I'm doing the other one next week. The one I talked about on Twitter. I'm doing that next week. But this is a 5 tip for today since I didn't go to school today because I had a doctor eye appointment. Yeah, I had to check my eyes. So about these 5 tips, sorry. Still out of it, I just woke up. And these 5 tips are probably gonna be how to talk to your crush. Yes, this is finally I have attempted to do it, and I actually done it, talk to a crush and not messed it up like most people do. And trust me, I messed up a lot of times talking to my crush, like making real bad, you know. We all been there, talking to the crush. Some of us successed in it. Some of us have actually been with their crush. Maybe we dated them. Maybe they're not a crush anymore. Maybe they're this messed up guy that we hate now. But like right now, I'd say the 5 tips are starting to talk with your crush. First one. First one would be I would suggest that you start to introducing yourself, saying, "Hi, my name is," insert name, then say, yeah, that's your name, and then say, "What's your name?" And yeah, start introducing to yourself. That's the first tip. Then the second one, that would be start to find something that you guys can conversate about. Maybe you're at an event, maybe the event that you just recently discovered, or maybe you're at a store or something. Maybe you discuss what you're doing today. Maybe he's just one of those cashiers or guys that you have a crush on, and always there, always working the shift that you just happen to be buying your milk or any products that you're buying. Go and talk about stuff while you're paying for it. Just to start off with anyway. Depends. Girl or boy, this could be for any kind of advice when you're talking to fish. The third one is finding things you're interested in. Because you finally got to the point where you can finally start talking to each other. Maybe you finally got the guts to come and ask and hang out or something after work. Yes. Then you gotta find something that you're interested in. Maybe discuss something that you guys want to hang out in. Like, discuss it. Always discuss what you guys want to do, because then he won't think, oh, she knows nothing about hanging out, or whoever. Like, you gotta find something that you're interested in. Maybe they're interested in too. I don't know. Maybe they want to know you. The only way you can find it is talking to them. I haven't done any of these tips, but I just recently started doing with them with some certain person. Yeah. So the fourth one is this one's a lovely one. This is one where you start like showing you're interested in them. Like maybe flirt with them a bit. Don't overdo it. Don't do it like me. I'm going to share a little story on this before I get to the fifth topic. Before we end this video, I was talking to my crush and I overdid it to the point where I said something and he kind of went what, and then I kind of went awkward, like I seriously just walked out of the room because I just said something totally you would never say to your crush. Like I said something about his shoes, something like that. I said something about like something random you would never say to your crush. And that's just don't say anything that's came into your head just when you're like, you're not thinking straight ahead. You're like, oh, if I say this, he'll think I'm cute. No, he'll just think you're stalking him. Oh, I just seen you at this place, and you're stalking me. And then you'll kind of give the suggestion that you were being sweet in that. You'll just sound like you've been stalking them. So that's a rule one. Never do when you get to the tip of asking to hang out. Don't say stuff that you know about them. Then you'll think, oh, how does she know all that stuff? Because when you get to your crush, yeah, when you guys become friends, yeah, it's totally it. You guys can he'll think that's pretty cool that you're listening in when you finally get closer. These are just 5 tips starting off hanging out with somebody that you've had a crush on, but you never talked to. This is for you guys, the ones that have random crushes that just pop and you totally don't know what to do. And yeah, never do that. Never under pressure. Just kind of smile and then think of something else. Don't go on it if you don't have a good instinct towards it. Maybe it's not a good thing to mention. Maybe you saw it somewhere. Just say, "Oh, I happen to know this thing," and just don't make it sound like you been stalking him. So like, yeah. And the fifth one is when you start hanging out, bond over something, just how your friendship would, like I did in my last video. Bond over something. Maybe he likes something too that you didn't think he'd actually like. Maybe he likes something in your, I don't know, maybe he's interested in music. Maybe he's a guitar guy. Maybe he's a poetic guy. Maybe he's something that, or maybe she's a poet guy. Like, this is for two things. Like, if they find something interesting in you and then they have the same thing, it'll totally work out. Trust me. It's always good to go with your instinct. Like, maybe he does like guitar. Maybe she does like this game. Maybe she's a video gamer like me. I don't know. Maybe if I gave it a try. But it's always good to know who your crush is before you get into it, because I've dealt with it so many times that I'm totally comfortable with it now. Just like I'll say, oh yeah, I like this and that now. To say this is one of the things that's not easy for me because I'm never good at talking with my crushes, but I've gotten better over the years of being rejected, being labeled as the weird girl with the glasses, the weird girl with the weird laugh, or the chubby girl. But I don't really care anymore. If you want to call me chubby, go ahead. Not really care. But like when your crush says it, you just break down and have one of those I'm ugly moments. But I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just done with you. Bye bye. Kind of moments after that. I'm just totally done with the idea of having crushes. But this is like something for you if you ever like get into a crush state where you're like, I like him, but I want to scare him off. The always good thing is start off is that you have a conversation with him right after you introduce yourself. Not just go up to have a conversation with him because then he'll just totally be scared of you. And here's one of the tips, other tips I would love to give you. This is a bonus tip. Don't add him on your social networks just before you have met him. Don't do that. I did that. Bad example of getting a guy. Do not add him. I have known somebody who has added them, and I've done it myself. I know some guy I'm friends with who has added his crushes on his Facebook. A guy he just randomly likes and adds them. Don't do that. I'm just like, seriously, don't do it. It'll totally make you. It'll drive you insane. Because then they'll think, she was watching me, she was stalking me, she looked for me, she asked for my name and that. Don't do that. That's another tip. That's the goodest tip that never add them on your social networks before you get to know them. Get to know them, talk to them, hang out with them, then add them. And eventually maybe they'll add you first, and maybe that's a sign that they're interested. But don't add them on your network just the night you met them or the day before that. Just give them a bit. Maybe you'll bump into them again that same event or that same store or that same mall, maybe that same area you went to. But don't add them on social network, because then if he finds out you added them on there, he'll just think you're a stalker. It just don't do it in particular. Just follow my rules. Introduce your name. Talk about something that's your reason why you came to this event or reason why you came here. Just like say yeah, just laugh and and then say yeah, I live just this a bit from here. I just came here to do this and blah blah. Then like talk about things that you like, and then maybe you'll start hanging out. Then don't say that you know where he goes. It doesn't things I 100% do not do. Don't do it. I've done how many of the things mistaken it, but I learned from it. Everyone learns from talking to their crush when they get to know them. idea of don't do this, don't do that. That doesn't mean that you're not supposed to do certain things. Just don't do. But yeah, this is another video from a little Mandy. It's a vlog, so slash tip, little Mandy's tips. Anyway, but this is going to the vlog since I haven't necessarily organized a tip area for me. But subscribe, comment, share this, like this. Contact me on my social networks. You can add me if you're a fan, but don't add me if you're a creep. If you know me on Facebook or anything, you guys can message me and say how good this video was because I really appreciate it. So yeah, this is Little Man facing out. Bye.